Yeah, very good afternoon. You're welcome to Tuam Stadium for this senior football clash between two great rivals, Corofin and Tuam Stars. We'll start with the Corofin team. In goal number one, Bernard Power, full back line, Cathal Silk, Liam Silk and Dylan Wall. The half back line of Dylan McHugh, Conor Cunningham and Kieran Malloy. Midfield, Kieran Brady and Ronan Steed. A half forward line of Gary Size, Jason Leonard and Dylan Brady. And a full forward line of Tony Glynn, Dylan Canny and Martin Farrer. We'll give you the changes to that programme in a couple of moments. The Tuam Stars team as well, in number one, Darren Farkin, 2, Rory O'Connor, 3, Darragh O'Rourke and 4, Brian O'Donnell. A half-back line of 5, Gary O'Donnell, 6, Shane Curtin and 7, Killian Reedy. Midfield partnership of Paul Collins and Darren McWalter. Half-forward line of Alan O'Connell, Brian Mannion and Conor Radigan. And a full-forward line of Cormac McWalter, Gavin O'Connell and Ben O'Connell. And Kevin, we have some changes on those programmes because it's so late starting here. They just come to us now. You've got the Corofin starting 15 there in front of you.
Yeah, we have Bernard Power, of course, in goal, and the full back line. Liam Silk, of course, gone away to New Zealand, so Colin Brady is in there. Dylan Wall out injured. Gavin Burke, he played the last day for them as well. At the middle of the field, Kieran Brady and Ronan Steed will be partnering one another. And Darragh Silk then moves into the half-forward line wearing number 19. But the rest of them are as planned: Jason Leonard, Dylan Brady, Tony Gill, Dylan Canny and Martin Farrer.
And a couple of changes on the Tuam Stars 15 as well. 1 to 6 remain the same. So Darragh Farkin, Rory O'Connor, Darragh O'Rourke, Brian O'Donnell, Gary O'Donnell and Shane Curtin. No Killian Reedy, Darren McWalter or Alan O'Connell, I presume, from this.
Yeah,
and then we've got Brian Mannion, Conor Radigan, Cormac McWalter, Gavin Conlon, Ben O'Connell, and in comes Jamie Murphy, Seamus Kelly and Noel Henry.
There isn't really any change in that team from the team that played in Salt Hill. It's very much the same team that played in Salt Hill. If I can remember rightly, it lined out with Farkin, O'Connor, O'Rourke and O'Donnell. Gary O'Donnell, Shane Curtin and Seamus Kelly were number 19. He played in the half-back line. Paul Collins, and I think it was Cormac McWalter that was in the middle of the field that day. Brian Mannion, Conor Radigan, Noel Henry wearing 20, and but he was going to be on the team anyhow because he's an evergreen player for them. Ben O'Connell, Gavin Connell, and of course, top of the left, Jamie Murphy. They wouldn't be without him, so he's been their star player for so many years now.
Great to have a home man on co-commentary here as well, giving us all the local information. Knows the team so well over the years as well. Knows all these guys too, Kevin.
I do indeed. I know all their nicknames and everything. So I'm very slow to use nicknames. I think my mother once said to me, "You were christened and baptised, therefore that's the name you should be using." So I tend to follow that, but I know all their nicknames and some of them are quite good, very appropriate.
Yeah, well, we leave them for another day maybe as we reset our stopwatches here in Tuam Stadium. The referee is Austin O'Connell and he's being helped on sideline duty by Jerry Daly and Noel Dempsey. So they are the men in charge here in Tuam Stadium. So we're going to watch what happens in this game, Kevin. It's a great time. Any of these two teams meet, wherever it be at league or championship or challenge games, there's always a great, rivalry between the two sides.
There is certainly a great rivalry between them, and there'll be nothing lost between them here. I think the thing about it is a 4-point gap. Corofin beat Tuam by more than 4 points. Milltown are in the play, but if Tuam keep within 4 points of Corofin, Milltown are out of it. I think that's the way it is, Tommy. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the way it is.
I'm not sure we're going to have our on the Veen here,
No,
Kevin.
not happening, Tommy.
Not happening. No, our on the Veen. So we're going to get straight into the action here in Tuam Stadium. What a game to look forward to. Tuam Stars versus Corofin, Group A of the Senior Football Championship. Of course, there are permutations across the board as well, depending on the result of this, Kevin, as well. We'll go into them later on. We're going to concentrate on the game for now and see how this one unfolds. Tuam will play from left to right in the first half as the evening holds up here. It's a little bit dark, but Austin O'Connell is the man in charge, the man in the middle, and he's ready to get this action underway here in Tuam Stadium.
And Conor Radigan has gone to the middle of the field, not Cormac McWalters for Tuam.
Yeah, and a great crowd packed into the stand here at the terraces behind the goal, and over on the far side the game is on and we're up and underway. Ball won straight away by Corofin, given inside here, work back outside to Ronan Steed, lovely ball in inside towards the full forward line, towards Dylan Kenny, gets it off, and now the opportunity for Corofin to try and get the opening score here through Jason Leonard. Leonard decides to recycle it back out towards Tony Gill, and Gill now is happy enough to go back to centre back Conor Cunningham, who has supporting Kieran Malloy this side of the field. Malloy now inside the 45-metre line, running at Gary O'Donnell, an old Galway teammate, of course. But it opens up, and a chance for Corofin to get the opening score. It comes through centre forward Jason Leonard. I think they got that one, Kevin. Great score and a great finish.
Yeah, Jason Leonard plays space opened up in front of him, and he wasn't going to miss it, Tommy. You know, you can't give Corofin that kind of room. So you're looking at just less than 40 seconds or so on the clock, and Corofin have notched up the first white flag. Yeah, the breeze is blowing across field here in Tuam Stadium as we look across at Tuam Stars now, enjoying first bit of possession. They work the ball over on the far side towards Conor Rattigan. He has time to get it in towards the centre, towards Gavin Connell. Gets a heavy knock there, play on, says the referee, has the hand up for advantage, but may not need it, as Gavin Connell now goes on a solo run on the far side, moves it quickly. Tuam Stars outside the Corofin 45-metre line with Ben O'Connell. Referee with the hand up again for advantage to Tuam Stars, but he's allowing the play to continue in fairness to the referee. But Tuam Stars have it now. Is that Noel Henry going forward? A chance for Tuam to get the equalising scores, kicked high and over the bar. Super response. The man wearing number 2, Rory O'Connor, with the point for Tuam Stars. Yeah, he was a key player for them the last day against Mike Cullen, in a day that was kind of disastrous for Tuam. But he's a great player, Rory O'Connor, cornerback, but he's well able to come up and take a score, and he showed that there, Tommy. Rory O'Connor levels it in Tuam in the second minute, so 2 early scores for Tuam and Corofin. Rory O'Connor, the point scorer, in possession, as Tuam move it to the centre towards Gavin Connell, overhit, and Corofin take over. Moving forward now, Jason Leonard trying to firstly gather possession. He's pushed in the back according to the referee, Austin O'Connell, and Corofin have the free 50 metres out from goal. This ball is sent inside towards Dylan Canny. Canny now takes a shot from out the field, high and over the bar. Scores coming thick and fast. Corofin go back into the lead, 2 points to 1, and a good score by Dylan Canny. Yeah, he's a very good forward and a very good full forward for them, you have to say. I saw him the last day when they were playing in Pearse Stadium. He won 2 marks, Tommy, and put both marks over the bar. You know, you really have to be tight on him. You can't give him any space, any room, and he got the space and room there, and he put the ball over the bar. Long kick out this time from Tuam Stars goalkeeper Dara Forkin, but it's picked up over on the far side by Ronan Steed. Sends it in towards Canny, who's alert, gets the ball off, and it's a chance here now for Corofin to get another score. Is that going to curl in sufficiently? The umpire says it is, and Dylan Brady gets on the score sheet, 3 points to 1, and started in lightning fashion, Kevin. Yeah, Corofin certainly up and running, there's no doubt about it. Now the big fear for Tuam, and I've always said this, Tommy, if you give Corofin a start and give them, 3 or 4 points, what they start doing then is they start playing ownership of the ball. They keep the ball, they move the ball, they keep control of the game. And once they start doing that, you're in real trouble. So Tuam need the next score. Kick out goes a long way from Dylan Forkin, but it's touched there away for Tuam Stars. Tried to gather possession, but it's going to break kindly for Corofin man Dylan Brady, the last scorer of the game, as the ball comes back this side towards Ronan Steed, and Ronan Steed moves it over here. It's right now down towards Kieran Malloy, who has the time and space to get the ball forward towards Kieran Brady. Kieran Brady off it goes here to the corner forward for Corofin, who takes a shot from out the field, but this time it goes out to the left hand side and wide. That effort coming from Martin Farrar, Kevin. Yeah, Martin Farrar just pulled it a little bit, dragged it a little bit. Tommy, I'm sure you noticed already, we had a hectic game here the last time, but the pace of this game is even higher, and it's, the speed of the players and the movement of the ball is really something, and Corofin have the edge on that at the moment. 4.5 minutes gone in Tuam Stadium. Kick out this side of the field, touched on there by the Corofin hand, and that should be a sideline ball to Tuam Stars. As 2 players battle for possession down in front of us. Claiming the ball is Gary O'Donnell. Still very much in his prime in club football for Tuam Stars, and gets it out, but it's overturned. Kieran Malloy gets it out towards the centre, and Corofin move it quickly. Dylan Wall sees the pass on to Jason Leonard, and that is a good pass, and Jason Leonard pops it off between the 2 Corofin players, mess it up, give away possession and give away a foul. So that's a free for Tuam Stars. The Tuam now try to work it forward through Gavin Connell. Lovely ball up towards the man wearing number 20, Noel Henry. Back it goes towards Conor Rattigan. Conor now back to Gavin Connell. Sends the ball inside towards Brian Mannion. Mannion strong at centre forward. And Mannion now
off the left, brings it out the field towards Ben O'Connell. Back to Gavin. Ball is inside towards Cormac McWalter. He showed for that ball ahead of Kieran Malloy. Cormac McWalter pulls it to the right hand side and wide. It's a good pass inside, and McWalter made himself available, but the shot was a bit rushed, Kevin, in the end.
It was, yeah. He needed to get his balance right on it, Tommy. It just didn't happen for him. He swung nearly off the turn, and he was off balance, and he pulled it out to the right hand side and wide.
Kick out for Bernard Power, the goalkeeper for Corofin, who lead by 3 points to 1. Touchdown, but a push in the back of the Tuam Stars player, and that will be a free.
Yeah, Seamus Kelly doing well there, getting out in front of his man and making sure that he won the foul.
Tuam take it quickly then. Seamus Kelly in possession. Slows it down, brings it over this side of the field towards Conor Rattigan. Left to Gavin Connell to get it inside towards Brian Mannion, but he's been marshalled back there by Cathal Silk. And Ronan Steed, who seems to be always available to get onto a loose ball. His pass was fortunate to get to Tony Gill, but now Corofin have it. These two teams, I think, have only lost one match in the championship, Kevin, so far, and both of them, I think, to Mike Cullen. Is that correct?
Yes. And to show you, there's very little between them, even though Corofin lead by 3 points to 1. Tuam have settled into it now, and if they can build up on this attack, they might get that score that I was saying they would need just to stay in touch with it and not let Corofin get a curtain of a lead. Right
man is on the ball now. Jamie Murphy to Gary O'Donnell. Back outside. Oh, shot was a half block down there. Might work out for Corofin. It does. Back in their own defence to Kieran Malloy. Malloy now working it out this side. And Corofin looking for movement up front. Fisted hand pass to this side of the field towards Jason Leonard. And Leonard now moving forward. Started surveying what's available, what the options are. Dylan McHugh makes himself available for Corofin. Corofin leading by that 3 points to 1. The clock tells us 7.5 minutes gone in the first half here that have flown by in Tuam Stadium. Kieran Brady gets it off, and Cathal Silk comes to the attack. Back it goes. Should be a score for Corofin. It is a score for Corofin. The man sporting the red or the orange boots in the middle of the field there that went forward. That was the man wearing number 17, I think, Colin Brady, with the latest effort. 4 points to 1, Kevin.
Yeah, and one of the things you'll notice, Tommy, as well with Corofin is that the way that they spread themselves from sideline to sideline, so that there's no real packing in the middle of the defence.
Yeah, they spread it out.
They
exactly.
spread it out and they open up the defence.
Tuam Stars now looking to respond with a score. They got their first score after 2 minutes, but Corofin have added 3 without reply. As moving forward is Ben O'Connell out, finding a little bit of space here. Going to go for the score, Ben O'Connell high, and Ben O'Connell gets exactly what Kevin said they needed. Gets the response. He sold the dummy, found a little bit of space and popped the ball high and over the bar. Good score.
Yeah, good score, keeping them in touch now. 4 points to 2 and 8-9 minutes gone on the clock. So, the time is flying by, Tommy. Great game so far.
Yeah, open and both sides going at it when they get the opportunity. Kieran Malloy now back inside his own D. Has time to get it out this side of the field. It'll eventually come to Colin Brady, scorer of Corofin's last point in that intricate move involving 4 or 5 players as the ball is sent forward, but straight down the throat of Gary O'Donnell inside his own 45-metre line, who goes for the return pass from Gavin Connell. Now sends the ball up towards Jamie Murphy. Jamie goes to ground. 2 Corofin players there, one of them Kieran Malloy, the other coming in to help is Jason Leonard, as Leonard goes forward now for Corofin. 9.5 minutes gone in the first half. It's Corofin 4, Tuam Stars 2 points. Ball in towards Martin Farrer. Farrer off then to Tony Gill. Gill looking to return the pass to Farrer. Farrer fancies his efforts from out the field. That's a beautiful curled effort off the right boot. Effortlessly so by Martin Farrer. And that's what they can do, Kevin.
It's a magic point. There's no doubt about it. 1-2 played back and forth. Opened up the little bit of space for Martin Farrer. Got his balance right on his left leg and then kicked it off the right. Super kick from him from distance. It's great to see scores like that in Tuam Stadium.
5th different scorer for Corofin as well, Kevin, as what I make it. Just Jason Leonard, Dylan Canny, Dylan Brady, Colin Brady and Martin Farrer with the latest. As that ball is sent in to Brian Mannion on the 21-metre line, close to the sideline. Little pop pass inside to Jamie Murphy. Jamie now finding a little bit of a space to take a shot. Jamie Murphy across the face of the goal. It curls out to the left-hand side and wide. And going back to those different scores, Corofin have scores, all over the park, and they can, any of them can take a score and have the confidence to do so.
Yeah, any of them can take a score. That's the real thing about them. That's why Tuam will have to be on their guard all the time. They'll have to try and close down the spaces a bit more, Tommy. Not give the likes of Martin Farrer the room that he got there to kick that point. And on the other hand, then, when Jamie gets a shot of a score, you have to make sure you put it over.
The draw for the intermediate semi-finals will take place at half-time in this game as well. We'll keep you up to date with that as Cormac McQuarter wins the free over on the far side. Told to go back by referee Austin O'Connell. It's Corofin 5 points, Tuam Stars 2 points, 11.5 minutes of the first half have gone by here in Tuam Stadium. The ball comes this side of the field towards Seamus Kelly, who's been busy in the opening few minutes here. Gets it off to point scorer Rory O'Connor, who got Tuam's first point. And he steps inside and does well to get it over. And Tuam will move the attack laterally now and try and find a space inside for Cormac McQuarter now. Qualter, off it goes towards Noel Henry now. Henry on the 21-metre line has to go back outside. There's a Tuam Stars player injured on the far side as well. Referee happy enough for play to continue for the moment as Jamie Murphy gets a lovely pass inside towards Paul Collins. Collins now back to Gary O'Donnell. He likes to attack from this position. Off it goes to Rory O'Connor looking for point number 2. Sells the dummy, goes with the left. It's going to hang in around the square. Comes off the head of a Tuam Stars player, knocked down. Is it touched on the ground? The referee says it's touched on the ground by a Corofin player and it'll be a free in to Tuam Stars. That was a pass or an attempt at goal that didn't come off, but it hopped up in the air. When it came down, the Corofin man touched it on the ground.
Yeah, I thought it was 6 of 1. I thought it was actually Jamie Murphy that put the touch on it, but obviously his was the second hand that got there. So it's a chance now for Tuam to narrow the gap, and they'll be happy to do that.
Jamie Murphy opens his account for Tuam. 3 points to 5 now. They trail as Jamie Murphy won't get an easier free in this game and puts that ball up and over the bar. The clock telling us 13 minutes or thereabouts gone on the clock. 5 points to 3. So 8 scores, Kevin. Corofin just shading it by 5 points to 3.
Yeah, it's, nothing between the sides at this stage. Austin O'Connell just making sure that Bernard Power is taking the kick out from between the 2 posts. You can't go outside the post on either side on the 20-metre line. You have that little space right across the goal to place your key. And he's slowing it down a little bit, and that's what Corofin tend to do, take control. Yeah,
brilliant catch in the middle of the field by Kieran Brady. Lovely ball inside now. Corofin with a little bit of a space here. Picked back up by Dara Silk, but Tuam do read it well. Gary O'Donnell, you won't go past him too handy as the ball is sent up now towards Gary O'Donnell again, gets on the end of it. Lovely ball into Brian Mannion. Steps out of his hands, marked very tightly there by Cathal Silk, and gets the ball up this side to Martin Farrer. Farrer thought about giving the ball in. He does now. Lovely ball in there, but it's read well by the Tuam Stars defenders. The Corofin men going in, and he's going to be spoken to by the referee, Austin O'Connell, for a slide-in tackle. Corofin player.
Kenny, I think, is the man that's going to be spoken to.
Pleading his innocence.
Yeah, the ball was loose on the ground, and the Tuam man, Seamus, was going down. Seamus Kelly was going down for it, and he came in across him. So Austin O'Connell has kicked him. I don't think he's shown any card there.
Well, he did have a word with him for sure. As Tuam Stars take the free quickly, trailing by 2 points, 5 points to 3. Gary O'Donnell now moving it off to Jamie Murphy. Had to go high for that one, but returns the pass to Gary O'Donnell. Gary now soaring along the sideline on the far side of the field. Gets it off to Rory O'Connor. Gary sees the pass back then to Conor Rattigan. And Tuam Stars, just like Corofin, take their time to move it forward.
Yeah, you can see now Corofin have funneled all the players back, and Tuam are going to have to find a space somewhere.
The mark by Brian Mannion, well caught in there, Kevin. The ball was aimed at him from the very start, and he kept his eye on it all the way.
Great mark, yeah. Tuam found that little bit of space. There was a bit of congestion in front of the goal. Brian Mannion was in there along with the Conor Rattigan and Cormac McWalter, and now there's been a little bit of lip. And Austin has said, that's not going to happen with me. You're not going to talk to me like that. And he's moved it in, Austin
On the
O'Connor.
40-metre line, straight in front of the goal.
Yeah, so that you can chalk this one down, I'd say.
Yeah, and well, it's hotting up a small bit. You can see Kieran Malloy there getting involved with the player on the way out. That is Brian Mannion opens his account as well. Tuam have it back to him 1 point. Kieran Malloy coming to the sideline. Not quite sure what he's looking for. A gum shield, I'd imagine, at this stage.
That's what it is, yeah.
A gum shield.
Yeah.
Being told by the referee to get that in as Brian Mannion puts the ball over the bar from that free.
Just in case there was any chance that Kieran Malloy might be trying to, imply something that would help him with the kick out. He was chased all the way back by Gavin Connor.
He was tied to him, to be honest. As the kick out goes to the far side, very close to the sideline, touched down there by Ronan Steed nicely to Dylan Wall and goes and get the return, but there's a foul over there, and that will be a free for Corofin.
It's gone a little dead, Tommy, in the last few minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, Corofin led by 5 points to 2 after 10 minutes, but Tuam have come right back into this now with the 2 points by Jamie Murphy and Brian Mannion, and the 5 points to 4, and it is, a little bit slow as Ronan Steed needs help. Kieran Malloy there to give it as well. Just second half, just starting in the other game that's on between Salthill and Carrow. Salthill 2 goals and 7 points, Carrow 3 points. As Salthill continue on their winning ways as the ball is sent over towards Colin Brady. And he goes forward, looking for a runner. The ball is sent in towards Tony Gill, but it might come back to Brady, who touches it on the ground, according to the referee. And Tuam Stars can take it quickly to Gavin Connell.
Great defending there from Rory O'Connor.
Brilliant defending as Tuam Stars now have it. Kieran Malloy has gone down, and this is not good, lads, for Corofin. It looks like this could be a serious injury. He's in serious pain on the ground. The shot comes in from Jamie Murphy, and the sides are level. But the upshot of it all is Kieran Malloy has gone down with a serious looking injury, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. He went over on the leg there. There's no doubt about it. He's in trouble here. And I'd say it could be knee bother. That's the cause here of that one. Great work, though, from the Tuam point of view, as I say, particularly from Rory O'Connor. He was the man that came and won the ball back. And that set up the attack, which Gavin Connell did great work to get around Kieran Malloy. He's coming over now to make sure that he's all right. He got around Kieran Malloy, who slipped on the surface and obviously hurt himself in the process. And Gavin Connell then set it up for Jamie Murphy to put it over the bar. And the sides are level, would you believe it, Tommy, after the whirlwind start where we saw Corofin lead by 4 points to 1 after 9 minutes. Tuam have clawed their way back into the game. And it looks like Dylan Wall is going to be coming on here, I'd say.
Yeah, well, that's just been confirmed by the manager, Kevin Johnson, as the change has to be made. Dylan Wall is going to come in for Kieran Malloy, who does have, I describe it as a narrow bandage on that knee prior to the game as well, but he's gone down on that now, and he was in extreme pain the minute he fell to the ground, Kevin. So this, short term, it's going to leave Corofin without him, but long term, this could be a major loss for Corofin's season if this is a serious injury.
Yeah, and I think they're going to call for some support here, medical support. I see Pat Potter, the event manager here in Tuam Stadium, and it was pointed towards the gates where the ambulance is, so they might need a stretcher to get him off, Tommy, because you wouldn't want to be adding any problems to what Kieran Malloy is facing. He is sitting up, by the way, Tommy.
Yeah, the thumbs up have come from Kevin Johnson as well, that they may not need any further medics. He's able to stand on it, but, anytime you see a player going down now with any injury, Kevin, it can be very serious.
And he's getting a great round of applause here. He's going to be replaced.
Of course he is. And that's for both sets of supporters.
Yeah, both sets of supporters, yeah. And, of course, a great servant for Galway. Let's hope it's nothing too serious.
Yeah. Okay. He played no further part in this game as Kieran Malloy gets a round of applause as he makes his way to the sideline. And in his place comes Dylan Wall. 19 and a half minutes gone. There's no separating the sides here. It's 5 points apiece as Gavin Burke gets on the ball for Corofin, being chased down by Cormac McWalter. Dylan McHugh gets the pass in to Ronan Steed, and Steed then sends a ball in over the top, but it was just a hit and hope effort there by Ronan Steed, not direct to anybody in particular, as Tony Gale gives away a free. The referee is going to go back for that free.
Yeah, it bounced in front of Tony Gill, which he didn't need because it bounced too high went over his head, and Rory O'Connor was behind reading it all the way.
Gavin Connell for Tuam Stars, heading towards the sideline down in front of us here. Still going forward, very close. Gets a little bit of a push, the ball stays in play. Jerry Daly says no, it doesn't. As the referee now for that tackle on Conor Cunningham is going to speak to Gavin Connell. It was a late tackle, not sure there was that much malice in it. But referee Austin O'Connell...
Yeah, the ball was out of play. Jerry Daly was signalling that it was gone out for a line ball. I don't know whether the referee's going to talk about that, but he's taken Gavin Connell's name anyhow, and it's going to be a card. Yes,
yellow, Kevin, yeah. A yellow card. Conor Cunningham still down on the ground. As we'll get you news as well of the injury at half-time to Kieran Molloy. As Kieran Molloy has been not stretchered off, but carried off here and getting a bit of attention down in front of us. Conor Cunningham and Gavin Connell continue their little rift as they move away from that one, and mightn't be the last little bit of action we see from both of those two, Kevin, today.
Yeah, but Gavin Connell want to be careful, you know, when
he's
you
on
get a
yellow.
card, yeah. You know, no point in, you know, incurring the wrath of the referee.
We've seen it in the previous game. Niall Daly got a second yellow, and he was suddenly saw his side down to 13. Bernard Power goes for a bit of a run and gets it out to Gavin Burke. Gavin Burke off goes now to Dylan Wall, to Tony Gill. Corofin haven't scored for a while. They feel that they should have scored and maybe want another one. Tony Gill goes high with this one. That looks good from here. It is good, and that's a good response. It's coming the 22nd minute. It ends a 12-minute drought, Kevin, for Corofin. They had 5 scored by the 10th minute, and that score has gone up and over the bar from from Tony Gill. 6 different scores for Corofin.
Yeah, it just shows you the quality that they have in attack, Tommy, with those 6 different scores. No doubt about it. Dara Farkin, the Tuam goalie, now coming forward.
Yeah, goalies like to get out in these championship games, go out for a little bit of a run and create that extra man as Dara O'Rourke gets it off. Tuam happy enough now to play through the lines once again as the evening darkens here in Tuam Stadium. Remember, we're half an hour late with this one thrown in due to the extra time in the intermediate quarter final, which was won in the end by 3 points by Kilconnelly. As Tuam now work it through Noel Henry. Back it goes towards Shane Curtin. Curtin has a pop from out the field, kicks it in and kicks it out to the left-hand side and wide. It was a snapshot by the Tuam Stars man, but...
yeah, he's capable of it, though. He's capable of scoring. He used to play in the forwards initially when he was starting out as a Tuam Star, but eventually he became a defender and is now playing, I'd say, wing back at this stage, with Seamus Kelly occupying the centre-back position, maybe.
Dangerous work there by Gavin Burke as he tried to solo his way out of trouble through the Tuam Stars attackers, but eventually the ball works its way to Colin Brady, who has time to get it off. Corofin trying to move it over there towards the midfielder Kieran Brady. Brady gets it up now towards Cahill Silk. Silk off to Dylan McHugh off the shoulder. McHugh sends a pass in towards Martin Farrer, touches it down to himself and then touches it down to Tony Gill, who tries to burst through 3 or 4 Tuam Stars players. Gets it back out to Cahill Silk. The ball is on the ground. Who else is in there? Gary O'Donnell is in there, and he overturns it for Tuam Stars. 6 points for Corofin, 5 points for Tuam Stars. Clock tells us we played coming up on 24 minutes gone in this first half. 6 to go of normal time to half time. Ball back then all the way towards Rory O'Connor, who has time to find Shane Curtin, who solos left-footed towards the 45-metre line. Fist pass is a poor one. Tony Gill picks it up for Corofin. And Cahill Silk is there as well. That ball was given away. There's a Tuam Stars player down injured as well.
McWalter is down, I'd say. Yeah. He was the man that was going in for the pass.
It wasn't the best of passes now from a Tuam Stars perspective, and it's ended up with Cormac McWalter needing attention. He's gone to ground. Play will continue for the moment. Ronan Steed now turns back and gives it to his midfield partner, Kieran Brady. Colin Brady tries to move it forward. Conor Cunningham coming up in support. And Corofin now slowly holding possession, slowly building. Martin Farrer makes that little burst. Back it goes towards Colin Brady, and Colin Brady drops it into the waitful Dara Farkin, who had plenty of time to gather that dropping ball, and Tuam Stars can come away with it. Just a 1 point ball game. Corofin leading 6-5 in a game that Kevin said has not really ignited so far. What a goal would do to this game might just line it up from either side. as the big crowd in here are looking for something special to happen in this final group game of this championship group, round 5. Gavin Connell doing well, taking on 2 or 3 Corofin players, puts in the shoulder, still going forward, and gets a nice ball forward towards Brian Mannion. Mannion now had an opportunity to get it off, but goes for the score, curling it in, and curling it out to the left-hand side and wide. Rory O'Connor, for one moment, Kevin, was there on his shoulder had he spotted him, but it was all about the timing and had to be done fast.
Yeah, just didn't see him, didn't move the ball to him, and O'Connor then got caught up in the tangle and went to ground. And Mannion then in his effort lost his balance, and the ball went out to the left-hand side and wide. That's 2 in a row for Tuam. Corofin, of course, not getting as many efforts, and they're being much more economical.
Ronan Steed with a pass from way out the field. In it goes, touched on. Chance here for Corofin for a point. Curled in and up and over the bar. Martin Farragher again. He gets the second point. He's the first Corofin player to score 2. So Martin Farragher has added another point to his tally, 2 points. That was from a very acute angle, Kevin, but you saw the ball in from Ronan Steed. Pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah, and the danger was that it was going to be a mark, so you'd have to hand it to Dara Forkin. He came out to disrupt the effort at getting a mark. Yeah,
Tuam Stars now try to respond as we edge ever closer towards half-time. 3 minutes gone. The ball comes off. But the referee is going to...
He's given the free to Tuam. He's saying that he was holding him.
Yeah. Holding, yeah.
Noel Henry was the man involved for Tuam there.
The sideline had been awarded to Corofin as Jamie Murphy takes this ball in from that free and put under pressure. And Corofin give it away themselves here. And Jamie Murphy now in on goal. Gets it over. There's going to be a shot at the post here, but it's a poor effort. Cormac McCall's trying to get in there. The ball bounces on the AstroTurf in front of Bernard Power, but he was alert enough to watch it bounce and gather it. It should have been a score for Tuam, you'd imagine.
Yeah, Conor Rattigan had a chance there, didn't take it.
Well, Corofin give it away again for the second time in a row. Jamie Murphy now, 40 metres out, passes it out towards Brian Mannion. And Mannion now back this side, Gary O'Donnell, who likes to come up the field and get a score. Gary O'Donnell high, and Gary O'Donnell, as per usual, always good for a score. Back to a 1-point ball game, Kevin.
Yeah, Gary well able and well capable. We've seen him do that, not just for Tuam, but for the county as well, for County Galway. So it's a great score. 28 minutes gone on the stopwatch, Tommy. Where is the time gone? Just 1 point between the sides. A little bit of a delay here on an injury and a Corofin player again. But you'd have to say, Tommy, it's a really, there's a lot of quality in the game. And one of the things I have to comment on is both defences are really working very hard, Tommy. And I thought the Tuam defence has been working really, really hard. But they were under pressure after the first 10 minutes. But since then, they've held Corofin to 3 points, while they themselves have outscored them 5 points to 3. And it's going to be a blood substitution here. Yeah, it's a Corofin player that's going to come off. Is it Dylan Wall? I'm not quite sure. Or is it Gavin Burke? We'll see in a moment, because it is getting rather difficult, Kevin, to see the numbers, particularly on the front of the jerseys. Yeah, Gavin Burke it is. Yeah, number 21, Gavin Burke. That's a blood sub for the moment. And Corofin are going to bring in Ross Mahon, I think, for the moment, as he requires a set of gloves as the kick out is taken to the middle of the field for Corofin, who lead by the narrowest of margins here. Corofin 7 points, Tuam Stars 6, as Salthill and Knocknacarra lead by 2-12 to 7 points currently in that game. But it's Corofin on the attack here, down to our left-hand side. They're going to go for a score from outfield, dropped in around the house for the goalkeeper, gets a touch to it, and a vital touch at that. And Tuam Stars work it out through Rory O'Connor. And O'Connor back to pass over his own goal line. But Tuam have the confidence and the patience to work it out. We didn't hear how much time was going to be added on at the end of the first half, but we'll find out in a moment. But play will continue. We're in the final minute of the first half here in Tuam Stadium. Tuam looking to level it up before half time as the ball goes forward towards Noel Henry. Henry still going forward, has support, and Shane Curtin. Curtin back out the field now towards Conor Rattigan. Thought about the shot, gives it back to Jamie Murphy. You won't have to ask him twice to take the shot as he puts that one in, puts it high and puts it over the bar. We're level. Jamie Murphy with point number 3 for him has put it over the bar, and Jamie Murphy
has now scored, as we told you, 3 points, and we're gone into the added on time here at the end of the first half. Last 2 points for Tuam, Gary O'Donnell and Jamie Murphy level it up at 7 points apiece.
Yeah, great run in by Dylan Maul there, and he ran the whole length of the field there, Tommy, and kicked the ball in. But you'd have to say it was well looked after by the goalie, Dara Forkin. I'll talk to you about him in a few minutes.
Gary O'Donnell picks that kick out from the sky here in Tuam with the ultimate of ease, and Tuam enjoy possession now outside the Corofin 45 metre line. Ball inside towards Brian Mannion, calls for the mark, and that's about 40 metres out from goal. He's told to go back a little bit with it, but he will have an opportunity here to give Tuam Stars the lead.
And again, the bit of back chat, and the referee has moved in, and again, you just don't do that.
Right into the 21 metre line. It was difficult free for Brian Mannion. I see Kevin Reedy down in front of us there. He'd be happy enough the way this half has gone. If they get the lead here now just before half time, Brian Mannion makes no mistake. Tuam Stars lead by 8 points to 7. And that's Brian Mannion's second point.
Yeah, and it's a second mark that has been moved in, and really and truly that's been silly. Corofin just need to keep their discipline.
Yeah.
It's unusual, Tommy. I have to say it's unusual for them to do that. Blood substitution now is being looked after, and the exchange continues again.
Yeah, Ross Mann goes off, and going back on is Gavin Burke. Bernard Power with the kick out goes to the far side with this one. It's picked up over there by Jalen Brady. Referee has spotted the foul. So we're in the added on time now. We've played 2 minutes of whatever has been added on at the end of the first half, with Tuam Stars leading Corofin by 8 points to 7. And he's given a free to Corofin. They want to try and finish the half with a score. Ball inside towards Martin Farrer. Goes down low to pick that one up. Gets it back to Ronan Steed. Steed thought about giving the pass. Gives it back to Farrer. Farrer sends a lovely ball in here. A chance for Corofin to level it up to Tony Gill. And Tony Gill makes no mistake. Puts it over the bar. We're likely to be going in at the break level here in Tuam Stadium, as Tony Gill gets that point. He gets 2 points now for Corofin. The referee, Austin O'Connell, should blow the half-time whistle here as Corofin get their last score, as Dara Forkin will be asked to kick the ball out to the referee, Austin O'Connell. And there is the half-time whistle here in Tuam Stadium. And no separating the sides, Kevin. Probably a fair enough result at half-time. It's Corofin 8 points, Tuam Stars 8 points, and a mouth-watering second half to look forward to.
Absolutely, a mouth-watering second half to look forward to. Just to recap on that first half, Tommy, Corofin started sprightly. Jason Lillard, Dylan Kelly, Dylan Brady and Colin Brady all getting points. Rory O'Connor opening the score for them after just 2 minutes, making it 4 points to 1. But then Ben O'Connell and Martin Farrer traded scores. And then we had 3 from Tuam, Jamie Murphy, Brian Mannion and Murphy again. 2 from Corofin, Tony Gill and Martin Farrer. 3 again from Tuam, Gary O'Donnell, Jamie Murphy and Brian Mannion. And 1 back from Tony O'Gill. And it's been tit for tat. That's the way to describe it.
16 scores shared equally in the first half. That is the way it stands here in Tuam Stadium at half-time. No separating the sides. Corofin 8 points, Tuam Stars 8 points. We'll be back with live second half commentary from Tuam Stadium very shortly. back to Tuam Stadium as we get the second half underway here, and it's level pegging at half time. Corofin 8, Tuam Stars 8. And Kevin, a good second half to look forward to here now is which one of these teams can go on and try and win.
Yeah, well, the big problem for Tuam is that they have to stay within 3 points of Corofin. If they don't, Milltown go above them in the championship. Now, Milltown will still qualify if Tuam stay within 3 points of Corofin, as Annadown would have to beat Barna by 12 points on Tuesday night. So it's all to play for Tuam.
Yeah, the referee, Austin O'Connell, gets the game, second half underway, and Tuam Stars will win the throw-in. Off it comes this side of the field towards Seamus Kelly, up to Jamie Murphy, shown in front of his man, not for the first time today. Loses possession but manages to regain it, picks it up, and gets a nice pass in towards Rory O'Connor. Rory got the first point for Tuam in the first half, might get the first one for Tuam in the second half. Comes off the crossbar, Bernard Power, but the referee's going to go back for a free in to Tuam Stars for a tackle.
Yeah, just as Rory O'Connor was passing out his man, he was pulled back. O'Connor put the hand up in the air straight away and gave the advantage to Rory O'Connor. Rory had a spin on the ball and tried to put it over the bar, but it just topped off the crossbar and came back into play. And Austin said, well, the 5 seconds hadn't been passed, so we go back for the free. And it's a chance now for Gavin Connell, I think.
Jamie Murphy. Jamie Murphy's a chance to give Tuam Stars the lead early in the second half. Jamie Murphy puts that one over the bar. Tuam Stars go into the lead, 9 points to 8. Early stages of the second half. We're in the second minute, and Jamie Murphy gets point number 4 for Tuam Stars. And that's what this kind of a start Tuam will be looking for.
Yeah, they'll be anxious to, kind of build a lead. They're playing into the town goal, known as the scoring goal here, so we'll see what happens for this second half.
Corofin in possession now, work it out this side of the field towards Dylan Brady. Put under serious pressure there by Shane Curtin, but still goes forward, still moving towards the goal. On towards the 14, fisted effort, high and over the bar, equalising score. Great individual score there by Dylan Brady.
Yeah, Dylan Brady really was strong there because Shane Curtin had stood him up, but Dylan came back at him again for the second time and then got past him, and Shane Curtin just couldn't recover, and Dylan had to run on him, got the ball and fisted it over the bar, the right thing to do, but he was bearding down a goal, Tommy.
He had made a lot of ground, in fairness to him, got himself into a scoring position as the ball goes out over the sideline on the far side of the field. Sideline ball to Corofin, who take it quickly towards the middle, towards Kieran Brady. Brady, little fist pass forward, and that ball is directed to Martin Farher, gives it off to Kieran Brady again. Out it comes towards Dylan Canny, takes the strike in but drops it into the hands of Dara Forkin, and Forkin now can come away with it and get it out towards the cornerback Brian O'Donnell. And Gary then comes into the action and sends a long delivery down in the direction of Ben O'Connell, out in front of his man Conor Cunningham, being bottled up over there. Conor Cunningham does well to not foul the Tuam Stars man and win the free himself, and that's going to be a free out to Corofin. As Corofin now come with it, we're level at 9 points apiece in the early stages of the second half here, just over 3 minutes gone. And Kevin give you the permutations of what can happen in this group, depending on the result here today. As Jason Leonard now takes on his marker, turns back onto the left foot, thought about having a pop, gives it back to Martin Farher, back to Dylan Brady, the last scorer for Corofin. Goes cross field, back out it goes towards Ronan Steed. And Steed now is going to be put under a lot of pressure. Eventually gets rid of it just in time towards Gavin Burke, who returns the favour back to Ronan Steed. He gives a little pop pass off towards Colin Brady. Brady driving forward, still going, trying to go through 3 or 4 Tuam Stars players. Gets the ball off. Chance here for Jason Leonard. Off it goes left, and Jason Leonard drives it high and out to the left hand side and wide. Caught in 2 minds, I'd say, Kevin.
Yeah, unusually for Jason Leonard, he's a very key forward for Corofin, and he's gotten 1 point for them already, and I'm sure he was hoping to get a second one for them there. Just didn't work out for him. Drove it off to the left and wide, and that's really out of character. We see Ian Burke warming up here now on the sideline He's a key player, and this is the thing that I'd be worried about for Tuam Stars. They have the likes of Ian Burke and Gary Sice that they can bring in, really top-class players.
Yeah, wearing the number 3 shirt, of course, in comes Ian Burke into the action for Corofin. So that substitute has been made. The man coming off, Dara Silk. So Corofin making the changes. Kick out from Dara Farkin. Goes close to the sideline. Touchdown by Tuam Stars to Gary O'Donnell, who cuts through Corofin defence like the weren't there. Still going forward. Gary O'Donnell, lovely pop pass off to Brian Mannion. Needs the second attempt to hold on to it. Gets it out towards Ben O'Connell. Ben O'Connell has a man free all alone this side of the field is Shane Curtin. Curtin going to go for a point off the left. It'll be a great point if it goes over. That's a superb effort by the man wearing number 6, Shane Curtin. Tuam go back in the lead.
Great confidence in the way that was taken, Tommy. You could see it. You saw the overlap. You saw him coming down the left-hand side. You saw him unmarked. What did he do when he won the ball, Tommy? He just sighted up the goal and put it over the bar. Great confidence in that shot.
Tuam Stars have outscored Corofin by 2 points to 1 at the start of the second half, of which we've played, coming up on 6 minutes. Ball broken in the middle of the field. Tuam onto it like a flash. Good work there by Seamus Kelly. Kelly now gives it off towards Noel Henry. Cormac McWalter in for a score here and sends that one high and over the bar. Tuam are on fire right now. 11 points to 9. Cormac McWalter gets his first point of the contest. And he has a real cultured left foot, Kevin.
He has a real cultured left foot. The quick hands there of Tuam, well, it's like what you see Corofin do, Tommy. Tuam are doing it to Corofin. Quick hands, quick passing, quick movement.
Gary O'Donnell in a race for possession with Tony Gill. Tony Gill goes in over the top and Gary O'Donnell takes the tackle and wins the free. Solid as ever, Kevin.
Oh yeah, what a player he was for Galway, Tommy. He never let them down. He was always full-blooded, always committed, and he showed it there for Tuam.
Here we go with Tuam Stars in possession now. Started the second half in great form to go 11 points to 9 up against Corofin. That ball is sent over towards Brian Mannion, going to take on his direct marker, Cathal Silk, trying to turn back onto his left. Does so. Doesn't go for the strike. Tries to get it in. Was that touch on the ground? No. Play on, says the referee. Corofin get away. Ian Burke moves it quickly towards Dylan Wall. Dylan, a substitute for Ciarán Malloy in the first half as well, who picked up that knee injury. No word about that as the ball is sent in towards Martin Farrer. Farrer tries to skip past his man. Still going Martin Farrer, taking on the Tuam defence. Turns back inside. Sees the ball stop, but Tony Gill is there. Oh, comes back off the upright. Would you believe it? The goal was open for Tony Gill. Side-footed it towards the back of the net, but came back off the post. Tuam get away with it. It was all set up by Martin Farrer, who did the hard work, did the graft. But Tuam can come down the other side now straight away and go on the attack through Conor Rattigan. Rattigan inside towards Jamie Murphy. Goes to ground. Referee says get up, play on. Gavin Burke back there. And now this game has come alive here as Corofin give the ball away as Jamie Murphy goes in. Referee says illegally so. Jamie saying he was only going for the shoulder, but Corofin have won the free. It's 11 points for Tuam Stars. Corofin 9. And the referee been spoken to by the linesman Noel Dempsey. Just over 8 minutes gone in the second half here in Tuam Stadium, with the home side leading by 11 points to 9. Austin O'Connell having that quick word with the referee, Austin O'Connell, as Corofin take the free quickly to Bernard Power on the far side. Bernard now, off he goes on a run past his own 45-metre line towards the middle of the field, still going forward. Bernard gets it off and he's staying on the sideline on the far side as the ball is sent in the general direction of the wing forward Dylan Brady. Brady gets it off. A chance here for Corofin. Leonard gets it in. Shot comes in. Oh, brilliant save by Dara Farkin. Another goal chance for Corofin. Take the point in the end. Dylan Canny. Well, what a save by the goalkeeper, Dylan Farkin. Point blank save. Couldn't see who the shot was coming in for, but he made a great save.
Super save. That's two of them that he's after making for them. I was going to say to you earlier on, I had a comment to make about him. He came out earlier on in the first half, Tommy, and he touched the ball away. He's got big hands, And I hate to say this, but his nickname is Spoons. So you can imagine.
It comes from good stock as well.
From good stock. His father was also a good footballer and also a good goalie
He
as well.
was a good goalie, yeah. As the ball comes through now for Corofin, they're moving it forward quickly, responding to Tuam going 2 points up a couple of moments ago. Ian Burke now fancies the equalising score. Ian Burke high, and Ian Burke makes no mistake whatsoever. We're level again. Ian Burke on his introduction a couple of moments ago. We're in the 10th minute of the second half, and he gets his opening score of this contest. Good
Well, like the first half, Tommy, it's swinging back and forth. We see Rory O'Connor down injured for Tuam, but this is swinging back and forth. You know, we saw it in the first half. Tuam came out, started the second half in cracking form, got 3 points to 1, led by 11-9 after 7 minutes. Then Corofin responded, had 2 goal efforts that were blocked out, but came back by getting 2 points, and that has put them right back into the mix again, 11 points apiece.
Tuam have brought on a substitute as well. Number 22, Mark Colleran, is into the action. Not quite sure who's gone off at this stage. Looks like, to me, Gavin Connell, you're right, Kevin, is coming off the field to play. So we're level at 11 points apiece. The referee's going to ask for the goal kick out to be taken again.
When you talk about stock, Mark Colleran is the grandson of Seamus Colleran, and his great-granduncle would have been Enda Colleran, so from Mount Bellew. So the
lineage is good.
Oh, yeah, there's football in that blood.
Well, Dara Forkin has saved Tuam with that wonderful point-blank save a couple of moments ago. Dylan Kenny getting the point to put it over the bar. Kick out, not great. 2 players go to ground. And Tuam require the services of Brian O'Donnell to react quickest and get in there, gather possession, get it off to Dara O'Rourke. Dara now soaring down the far side for Tuam Stars, off to Gary O'Donnell. Gary now happy to move it around as the ball now is out around the middle of the field with Tuam Stars in possession. Conor Rattigan steps by his man, Dylan Wall, holds on to possession, goes for the long delivery in over the top to Mark Colleran. First chance for Colleran to get in on the ball. Ball goes to ground as it's gone out over the sideline. Sideline ball to Corofin will be the outcome of this one. 11 and a half minutes gone in the first half, or in the second half, and it's deadlocked at 11 points apiece. 8 points apiece at the break. So sides have scored 3 points each in the second half to put us in the position that we're in, with no separating the sides for the moment, as Bernard Power comes in on the action once again for Corofin. Likes to get involved, likes to move up the field when he can, holds possession, but he has to go back towards his own goal now, where he should be himself. But Corofin taking their time to move it out. Ronan Steed now out the field towards Colin Brady. Brady now goes on a solo run, puts a little bit of a extra spurt into the run forward as well. Ian Burke is there calling for it. Martin Farrer off to Jason Leonard. Leonard back outside towards Dylan Kenny, and Farrer has it now, but he's moving out towards the 45 metre line, out to Ronan Steed, who makes his way past that 45 metre line, goes for a score from out the field. It's only going to drop into the waiting hands of Dara Forkin, who gets it off towards Seamus Kelly, and he will carry the ball for the moment till Gary O'Donnell comes to support, and O'Donnell gets it forward to Jamie Murphy. Tuam now looking for a response back to the last 2 scores from Corofin and looking to regain the lead again. Ball touched out over the sideline. It'll be a sideline ball. And the way things currently stand, Kevin, it looks like it's going to be a direct battle between Milltown and Annadown, as Jamie Murphy goes for a skyscraper out towards the end, as the referee keeping an eye on that, but it's gone out to the right hand side, and White telling Conor Quarter to get back up. So right now, Kevin, it looks like the last spot in the Senior Football Championship quarterfinals will be between Milltown and Annadown, with Annadown having to beat Barna by 12 points on Tuesday. So that's the way it stands, but that'll all become more clear as the week goes on, particularly on Tuesday night in that game between Annadown and Barna. But right now, it's Dylan Wall going forward for Corofin. Lovely ball out the far side towards Martin Farrer. Farrer now stepping inside, still going. Martin Farrer turns back onto the left, gives it back out to Ian Burke, who got the last point, takes another strike at the post, and Ian Burke makes it. Lead point for Corofin comes in the 14th minute of the second half, and he is deadly when he gets a little bit of space, and we mentioned he can kick off both feet.
Yeah, it's a superb point from him. Great work from Martin Farrer as well. You're talking about the fact that right now this is the way it is. All I can see, Tommy, is that there's 15 minutes at least plus added time to go in this game, and that is an eternity when it comes to football.
It is, of course. There's plenty of football left in this one, as the Tuam Stars struggle through Dara O'Rourke, manages to hold on to it eventually. But Corofin lead by 12 points to 11. 14 minutes gone in the second half. As Seamus Kelly now in possession, comes past his own 45-metre line. Shane Curtin, scorer of that great point for Tuam Stars in this second half, gets it forward. Well caught there by Ben O'Connell. Ben sends a lovely ball in towards Mannion. Mannion gets a touch in there. The referee says it's a foul, illegal touch on Brian Mannion, and this will be a free in for Tuam Stars. And Brian Mannion has the opportunity now to level it up once again.
Yeah, good work from Mannion there, Tommy, and drew the foul, but his eyes were on the ball all the time. And Corofin now making another substitution.
Matthew Cooley coming in for Dylan Brady as Brian Mannion puts it over the bar. 12 points apiece. Another score for the man wearing number 11, this time from a free, puts it over the bar. And we're at the end of the third quarter here now, so 15 minutes to go. And Tuam Stars have levelled it up. Straight into the action is the substitute we mentioned, Matthew Cooley, who sends the ball long up towards Ian Burke, close to the sideline. And it comes off Tuam Stars' leg. Noel Dempsey, the linesman, indicating here that it's a line ball for Corofin, who take it quickly. But Tuam Stars have overturned it. Cormac McWalter goes to ground, holding his right knee. The referee says play on. Dangerous work back there by Rory O'Connor, but it manages to get it away, and Tuam now can work it out towards the middle, towards Paul Collins, off towards the ever dangerous Ben O'Connell, who again finds Brian Mannion out in front of his man. Mannion now working the way towards shooting this one in off the left. That's a superb score if it goes over. It is over the bar. Brian Mannion, what a score.
That's a huge score from Brian Mannion, 2 in a row from him. But that's an absolutely fabulous score. He had running off his shoulder. He did have Gary O'Donnell, but he decided not to opt for him. And now Tuam are making another substitution here. And I see Noel Henry is coming out. I'm not sure who's gone in.
We'll check now in a couple of moments. We'll see who's the change in number. It has to be there somewhere as Noel Henry comes off. The kick out. Knocked down, but Tuam Stars get onto it on the ground. The referee says it's touched on the ground. It'll be a free to Corofin. Tuam not happy. 13 points to 12. Tuam Stars lead. As the ball is sent in towards Ian Burke, out in front of his man. Lovely pass inside here now towards Dylan McHugh. Still going forward. Dylan McHugh tries to get the ball across. The referee's going to call it back for a foul.
Yeah,
and when it opens up on Kevin, when it opens up on both sides, you can see that both sets of forwards have the intent to drive forward. Gary Sice now coming into the action as well for Corofin. He gets a big, massive round of applause. It's been a tough couple of weeks for Gary Sice, but you know his heart is in football. His heart is in Corofin, and well supported here with that round of applause.
And probably his first action is the first kick he's going to get and kick it over the bar from this free.
It's 14 metres out.
And going off there is Tony Gill.
Tony Gill going off. He saw his goal-bound shot earlier coming ricocheting back off the upright as well. Remember that. 17 and a half minutes gone, and Gary Sice first action will be kick the ball over the bar and level it up. Gary Sice gets another point for Corofin, this time from a free on his introduction. 13 points apiece here with about 11 and a half minutes to go or 12 and a half minutes to go of normal time as the sky darkens at the North Galway venue. Dara Forkin then, long with the kick, and what a good kick he has as well from standing position, and Tuam Stars win the kick out, and they're on the attack here again. Ben O'Connell gets it to Jamie Murphy, and Jamie Murphy now gets it inside. Opportunity here for Alan O'Connell. Alan now swarmed up by Corofin, who'd overtake him there and get the ball away, and now can try and work forward. So Alan O'Connell is the man that has come on for Tuam Stars as a ball is recycled here. Up the field it goes to the unmarked Ben O'Connell. Acres of space for the corner forward. Thought about having the shot. Still going forward, taking on the Corofin defence. Turns back outside, gives it out to Mark Colleran, and Mark Colleran off the left boot high, and Mark Colleran sends it in and sends it over the bar. Tuam regained the lead in this topsy-turvy contest. 14 points to 13. Mark Colleran. Great score, Kevin.
Well, we talked about a big tit for tat, Tommy, in the first half, and you cannot say that it has changed, because It is tit for tat. There's absolutely nothing between the sides. It's a classic humdinger of a game.
Yeah.
A humdinger of a
Really
game.
exciting for the patrons who paid in here to Tuam Stadium or are watching it live on stream or listening to it on the live stream on Galway Bay FM as well. It's a full championship battle here as Gary O'Donnell wins it now. Tuam leading by 14 points to 13. Ball off to Mark Colleran. What a point he scored a couple of moments ago. Sends a lovely delivery this time in towards Jamie Murphy between the 14 and 21 metre line. Going towards the goal down to our left. Pass inside, not the best, and Corofin overtake or overturn it in there, and they have bodies free over on the far side of the field. It's with Ronan Steed now. Steed delivers it long up towards Gary Sice, out in front of his man, Shane Curtin. Long ball in towards Ian Burke, being shadowed over there by Rory O'Connor, still going forward. Went to sell the dummy, still has it, pops it back outside to Ronan Steed, and this should be a chance for Ronan Steed. He'll curl these in all day, up and over the bar, landing on the net at the back of the goal. And there's always a point in Ronan Steed, Kevin.
There certainly is always a point in Ronan Steed. There's no doubt about that. Going back to the days in Croke Park when Corofin were winning All Irelands and Ronan Steed was able to put the ball over the bar. 21 minutes gone on the clock. And when you look at it again, we saw 3 scores from Dylan Canny and 2 points from Ian Burke being cancelled out by 2 points from Brian Mannion. Gary Sice then levelling matters on the 18th minute. Mark Collar now and then Ronan Steed for Corofin. It's tit for tat, Tommy. It really is delicately poised. And I'd say Milltown are watching this and wondering what's going to happen here, because they're also in the mix and what's happening in this game.
Absolutely, as Cormac McQuarter goes to ground on the far side of the field, put under pressure. But Tuam Stars win it back through Jamie Murphy, working tirelessly for the home side. And they recycle the ball back out the field, coming onto it there. It's got Conor Rattigan, sends a lovely ball up towards Gavin Connell as Tuam move it through the hands. Brian Mannion went to go one way, still gets himself back outside. He's going to go for the point, but he's going to get the free. Tuam Stars will go back in the lead again here, Kevin, if this free goes over the bar.
21 minutes gone now on the clock, so it just shows you that there's about 9 minutes left to play. Tuam have this a point from a free. This will put them back ahead. But really, Tommy, it's, when you think about this 3-point margin that we're talking about. Now, I'm sure Tuam Stars are not thinking about that 3-point margin. What Tuam Stars are thinking about are 2 points. Winning the 2 points that gets them into the quarterfinals. That's what they're looking for. So, whereas we're nervously sitting here wondering what's going to happen, Tuam, on the other hand, are looking to put the ball over the bar and have done it.
And that ball has gone right between the uprights, and Tuam lead once again by 15 points to 14. Is that Brian Mannion that got that latest score? I think it was 15 to 14. The sides have been levelled, Kevin, on 9 occasions during this contest as well, just for the records, as the ball breaks on the far side of the field. Picked up over there by the Corofin man. And Brian Mannion now, on my reckoning, has got 5 points. The clock ticks into the 52nd minute. So still loads of time left here as Corofin move it forward. But Tuam Stars get the hand in there, and they can come away with it now through Jamie Murphy. Jamie has Ben O'Connell free here. He's seen a lot of ball in this contest.
He's been very
delivering the ball excellent to Brian Mannion on the edge of the D. And that is wonderful work. And I suppose if we're looking at star players, Ben O'Connell has to go down there as one of them as well.
He's been excellent in the second half, Tommy. He's won one ball right across the half-forward line, and his distribution has been superb.
Brian Mannion with a chance to extend the lead then, and he does that. 6 points, Brian Mannion. 16 points for Tuam, 14 points for Corofin. 53 minutes gone, and we've got another substitute taking place. We've got an injury, first of all, to deal with down to our right-hand side.
Seamus Kelly, I think, is the one that's down.
Seamus Kelly, the latest man to pick up an injury.
So it's all to play for here, Tommy, isn't it? I mean, you look at it, Tuam Stars 16 points, Corofin 14 points. It's been a cracker. 8 points apiece at half-time. Tuam have added 8 to that, and Corofin have added 6. And Corofin had 2 goal chances, which, you'd have to say Dara Farkham stood strong and tall in the Tuam goal to save them. So really has been an outstanding game of football.
It has, and 2 Corofin players get mixed up there in the middle field. It allows Tuam to gather possession through Alan O'Connell. Alan off to the aforementioned Ben O'Connell, returns the favour to Alan. Alan now heading towards the 21 metre line, gets it off towards Ben, and Ben back the field all the way out to Gary O'Donnell on the 45 metre line. Tuam Stars leading here by 2 points in the fading light in Tuam Stadium. As Conor Rattigan now sends it in towards Ben O'Connell. He's full of energy and full of craft, and always gives the proper pass. As Seamus Kelly now gets onto it for Tuam Stars. They're happy enough to hold up possession and get the ball back. There's only one Corofin player past the halfway line down to our right hand side, and that's Martin Farrer on the edge of the square. As Tuam move it forward through Rory O'Connor. Skips past and turns and still manages to get it back to Seamus Kelly. Kelly now out to the midfield area. Picked up by Paul Collins. Corofin player goes to ground and Rory O'Connor has possession. This all happening with 5.5 minutes of normal time to go in Tuam Stadium. As the ball now with Rory O'Connor driving forward. Rory now still has it. Pop pass in towards the midfield and Tuam get it in over to Jamie Murphy. A little bit of space opening up for Jamie Murphy. Recycles it back out towards Brian Mannion. Thought about the shot. Might still think about it, but goes over. Brilliant ball. Back in towards Ben O'Connell. And back to the full-back, Darragh O'Rourke. But his shot skims off the outside of his boot and out to the right-hand side and wide. Two Tuam Stars players down injured now at the moment. The referee is going to stop play once again with just over 5 minutes of normal time to go.
Yeah, the light is really fading here, Tommy. There's no doubt about it. And people watching it on the camera won't realise how dark it is getting. And it is getting dark here. It's very overcast, so the camera won't give you that clue. But you can see that the lights in the press box behind us are very bright, you know, there, and the scoreboard is also shining bright here in Tuam, and that will give you an indication for those that are not here in the stadium to realise how dark it is getting. The game, of course, was delayed because of the condition where the first game ended level and had to go to extra time, and it meant that we just don't have enough time. And Tuam have 2 points of a lead, Tommy, which means that they have 5 points of a gap to get them through to the quarterfinals. So, you know, it's looking at the clock, we're looking at the last 4 minutes or so to go, plus additional time. So you're talking maybe 10 minutes more to be played here. Tuam will be anxious. Maybe another score might be enough to get them through, Tommy.
Yeah, they're happy enough the way they're playing, because going in at half-time, 8 points apiece. Corofin got the equalising score just before half-time. But Tuam have just shown the more, I think, hunger and commitment in this game so far. Well, I mean, there's still plenty of time to go for Corofin, but firstly they've got to claw back this 2-point deficit, and right now Tuam, enjoying that 2-point lead, will be very, very happy of where they are as Dylan McHugh goes forward now for Corofin, trying to go past the 45-metre line, manages to do that much and get it off. But Corofin are slow in their build-up as Matthew Cooley is on the ball now for Corofin. Out this side of the field towards Gavin Burke. Gavin now gives it off towards Ian Burke inside. Chance here now for Corofin maybe to go for a point. It's dropped in around the house, but it's short, and it's a poor effort in the end. I think it was Colin Brady that had the shot. It's just playing into Tuam's hands at the moment, and they'll work the ball out this side of the field, close to the sideline. Out by Darragh O'Rourke, off the hands of the Tuam full back. And Corofin have the sideline through Cathal Silk, who goes back. Referee is going to allow this change to take place. We're going to bring in Brian Cogger, number 25, into the action.
Good little player, this lad. They talk a lot about him in Corofin. You know, he's a young fella and he's got loads of ability.
Gavin Burke gone off injured, hobbling off over the sideline. As Corofin need to take it quickly. Back it goes towards goalkeeper Bernard Power. Tuam Stars complaining that was taken inside the line, similar to what happened to Tuam earlier, but play on, says the referee and sideline official Noel Dempsey, as Corofin are overturned back on their own as they went forward there through Jason Leonard. That's great defensive work by Tuam Stars.
Absolutely brilliant, and it was none other than Cormac McWalter that was there to do that for them. Great work from him. He got in and he just grabbed the effort that came off the boot for a solo and recovered the ball.
We've got 2 minutes to be added on here, Kevin, plus the 2 remaining. So 4 minutes to go for Corofin, somewhere to find 2 points to get at least a draw with this. And Tuam Stars have that 4 minutes just to hang on to their 2-point lead, of which they are good value for, it has to be said. As Tuam Stars in possession and moving forward as if the game was only starting. Rory O'Connor up to Seamus Kelly, gets a heavy hit. Play on, says the referee. Back to Jamie Murphy, tries to go by his man. Might go for the score here for the point. Curls it in, but curls it out to the left-hand side and wide. And that'll be a kick out for Corofin, who Tuam want to make another substitution late on. Bernard Power wants to take it quickly. He does to Dylan Wall. We're in the final minute. Plus 2 added on. It's 3 to go. Kevin Reedy, Evan Kilroy and Jason Kearns will be happy so far. But Corofin won't give up. Lovely ball in towards Martin Farrer. Does well to spin by his man, but loses it, and Tuam Stars turn it over again. That's great work. Dedication and determination by Corofin, or by Tuam Stars, who give it away. Corofin now pass it around. Ian Burke drives it inside. Dara Forkin was caught off the goal line there, but Corofin need to get 1 point back and still have 2 minutes to go as Ian Burke drops it in around the house. Gary Sice is in there, but it's Tuam Stars who get it away. You can hear the roars in the background from the home crowd. They're happy. That shot, but Corofin have overturned it again. On the attack now is Dylan Wall going towards goal. Dylan Wall looking for a point that will bring it back to a 1 point ball game. He gets the score 16-15. It's not over just yet. Dylan Wall with the latest score for Corofin.
Yeah, twice Tuam had their chances there to clear it. 2 bad passes, too tight an area. Just panicked a little bit as they tried to get it out. And Corofin overturned the ball. Great work from Corofin. Another great effort there when the ball came in. Dara Forkin up high, punched it away, and Brian O'Connell was on hand to collect the ball, but unfortunately O'Connell then made the mistake of not putting it safe from the Corofin hands, and they overturned it. So now they have a chance to win this kick out. This is going to be a crucial kick out.
Darren McWhorter comes into the action for Tuam Stars as well. Gone off is Seamus Kelly. Also coming off is Brian Mannion, who looks to have injured himself in the defensive work in there for Tuam Stars, so he's coming off as Dara Forkin gets ready to take this. We're in the first minute of added on time, but we've had a couple of stoppages, so who knows how much time is going to be left as the ball breaks for Corofin kindly to Conor Cunningham. Corofin looking for the equalising score here as Cahill Silk sends it down this side towards Ronan Steed, in over the top towards Ian Burke, who calls for the mark.
This could be the one that'll level it.
Ian Burke has an opportunity to level it. He made himself available. The ball came in from Ronan Steed, and Ian Burke is not going to kick this with the left, Kevin. He's going to kick it with the right, and this is a difficult angle for a right-footed kicker. As he kicks it in, makes no mistake whatsoever. We're level in Tuam Stadium at 16 points apiece. Ian Burke, the substitute in the second half, gets his 3rd point. And now the next kick out becomes awful vital, Kevin, because we're in the final 30 seconds. Austin O'Connell has had a look at the watch. How much more time will be added on over the 2 minutes here? Kick out vital as it goes out towards the far side of the field. Up they go for it on the far side. Knocked down and caught there brilliantly by a Corofin player. Corofin take it quickly. The referee's going to go back with it. Corofin not happy. The Corofin player goes to ground. If it ends in a draw, Kevin, probably a fair result, would you think? Or would Tuam be disappointed that they didn't get the win?
They'll be happy enough, both teams.
With their overall performance, yeah.
Both teams will go through. A draw will be, a satisfactory result for both teams. What Tuam don't need to do now is concede a goal, right? And the rest of it then is down between Milltown and Annadown. And Annadown have to win by 12 points or more. And
Milltown don't even play.
Yeah.
Milltown have their game played, so Annadown, well, at least they know, Annadown will know what they have to do. The referee blows the full-time whistle. It's all over here. A draw in Tuam Stadium in the final group game of the Senior Football Championship. Corofin and Tuam Stars have finished it off at 16 points apiece. Level at half-time at 8 points apiece. My sincere thanks to Kevin Dwyer on co-commentary for the day here in Tuam Stadium. But it's all over in the fading light in Tuam Stadium. Corofin 16 points. Tuam Stars 16 points.